When I first heard of Spaceman starring Adam Sandler, I was so excited. Adam Sandler in space, bring on the ha-has. Then I saw the trailer for Spaceman and thought to myself, this is not a ha-ha movie at all. Then I watched it. No ha-has. We are going to take a look at Spaceman. That is on Netflix right now. All right.
Yes.
What did you think about Space? What's your review of Spaceman? You watched it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I did. Oh boy, did I ever. Funnily enough, I watched it after I watched The Green Mile.
Oh, there's an uplifting.
I was like, why did I do this?
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I liked this movie, but there's a caveat. You really have to be in the right mindset to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is definitely an Eastern European art film movie. Like this, you need to listen to the words, you need to see the actions, you need to see the facial expressions. So I was like, I feel like I need to watch it again because I feel like The Green Mile drained me too much that I didn't get all of this, but I like Adam Sandler in it. I like Carey Mulligan in it. Isabella Rossellini, I think, is the one that plays that. It's so good. It is a really, really interesting. I think Paul Dano plays the entity.
Yep.
Whatever we're calling him. It's a really, really interesting movie, and it definitely explores like the whole meaning of life, the choices you make, the consequences that come with it. What happens when you do finally make the right choice. Overall, pretty good, but it is a very niche movie. This is not for the masses. I happen to like weird Eastern European art house movies. So watching this, I was like, cool. I'm really tired and a little emotionally spent from Green Mile. I'm going to have to watch this again, but I was like, I like it. And I like Adam Sandler in these kind of roles. I don't like him in comedies, but I love him when he's exploring his humanity.
He was exploring, all right.
He was exploring. So I liked it. And I'm glad I didn't have to pay for it because I don't think I would have liked it as much if I had to pay for it. But I mean, if you have Netflix, click on it, but be ready. Like either be drunk to watch it or be alert and paying attention
or high.
And all in or very high.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
When I first heard of Spaceman starring Adam Sandler, I was so excited. Adam Sandler in space, bring on the ha-has. Which of Sandler regulars were going to show up as Mission Control, or better yet, aliens? Rob Schneider, David Spade, Nick Swardston, Kevin James. Bring it on. Then I saw the trailer for Spaceman and thought to myself, this is not a ha-ha movie at all. Then I watched it. No ha-has. This was a complete rip of 2001: A Space Odyssey in tone, look, technology, and instead of a mellow talking computer, we got a mellow talking space spider. The story is hard, or for me to wrap my head around. Like it must take place in an alternate reality where the purple cloud has appeared in the sky and has settled around Jupiter somewhere, and the race is on to explore it, to get information about it between, of all places, the fucking Czech Republic and South Korea.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Actually, the South Korean space program is actually pretty astounding.
Okay, South Korea now, but this looks like it took place in the 60s.
It was all very confusing.
Yes, very confusing. And South Korea in the 60s? No. Yeah. But like Sandler's character Jacob had already been in space for 6 months. His wife won't return his calls. He's losing it, and suddenly Space Spider shows up to hang out with them. This is all in the preview, so I'm not ruining anything. Also, this really would have worked as a comedy. What I'm saying, like some space spider shows up, and he's from the Czech Republic. Could have been very funny. I have not read the book Spaceman of the Bohemia, nor do I think I ever will. I hate to say this and bitch at me all you want. This movie might have benefited from being Americanized and a little screenplay punch up modernized. Now, I also believe we need movies like this to take a chance and tell a story outside the realm of what we come to expect. The
Mhm.
acting is great. The cast, like you said, from
Yeah.
Sandler, Rossellini, Mulligan, Kunal Nayar, Kuthapali from Big Bang Theory,
Yep.
the great Paul Dano as the space spider. They
Mhm.
all did a great job. The look, once you kind of got into it, very 60s retro looking. I mean, everything looks super high tech from 50 years ago.
Yes.
And it became very charming. I wish it gave a bit more story about the time period, the politics of the time, just a bit more. The space effects were amazing to look at.
Oh,
Like
gorgeous.
going into the cloud, the beginning and the end, it all looked fantastic. The
Mhm.
spider weird, but I'm guessing it was supposed to be. I
Yeah.
was all right looking. The movie lets you decide if what they call him, Hanus,
It's either a noose or a nuke,
a nuke. Yeah,
because because Sandler called him both of those,
yeah.
and
So
it drove
this
me bananas.
and the movie lets you decide
Yeah.
if it's in his head, if he's real. I would say stream it, which is good because that's the only way you can watch it. I'm not disappointed that I watched it. Will
Mm.
I ever watch it again? No. But I really believe we need movies like this. It wasn't a waste of time. It was very different. It took me a while to like just let all that stuff go and just accept what I'm watching, the story that's being told to me.
Mhm.
Stream it just to give it a chance. You'll probably go, nice fucking suggestion, you moron. But yeah, I am not disappointed I watched it, but I will not watch this movie again.
See, and I probably will watch it again, like, in the middle of an afternoon after I'm very well rested, and I'm looking for something that will kinda make me think and get me involved. So, like, this is one of those you need to think when watching this movie.
Yes.
Don't It's not, Fast and Furious. It's
No.
not it's
No.
not a Star Trek movie. Like, this is an we're having an existential crisis in space. Hey, is that giant spider a hallucination or an actual alien? Who knows? We'll never know. But I mean, it's a really, really interesting, and it gets you thinking, and it poses some interesting questions and scenarios for you.
Yeah, it's a very artsy movie too.
Oh
And
god, yeah.
it goes out of
Yes.
its way to be an artsy movie.
Like, they
And
had a purpose.
this is not like Netflix's Bird Box or The Extraction 1 and 2 or Glass
No.
Onion or whatever. This is a very specific, like you said, very niche movie. But I'm so glad Netflix did it, even though I won't watch it again. I'm really glad Netflix did do this movie because we don't need the superhero thing. I can't believe I'm saying this is getting old.
But
They
it is.
fucked up Star Wars. Like, I mean,
They fucked up a lot of things because now they're just looking for more
money.
output,
How much?
not quality. They're going for
Yeah,
quantity, not quality.
yeah. And
And
this
I
is trying
remember
something new.
yeah, I
Well,
remember when movies like this well, I remember when movies like
2001
this were
redo.
regular.
Yeah,
But the theme of this movie where it's something a little random and it's a little weird and it's not just cookie cutter or formulaic, like, it's a little individual because there's so many things where you're like, "Does is this is that do they mean to do that?" Like, I loved all of that. One of my complaints, I'm
one.
like, Adam Sandler is supposed to because they call him Jakob, not
Jakob, yeah.
Jacob,
Not
Jakob.
Jacob, Jakob. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah. So, he's apparently Eastern European. His wife, Lenka, is supposed to be Eastern European, yet they both have American accents.
I noticed the odd time he does try to give a little Russian
There were
type,
yeah,
yeah, or
there were moments where I
Polish.
was like,
Yeah, a little
"That's
bit.
Slavic. That's
Yeah,
Slavic." So you would hear these little things, and then I was like, "That's super fucking weird."
yeah.
I'm like, "Pick. Either your character is Eastern European, so you're gonna speak English with an Eastern European accent, or you're American, and either one is fine. It's a solid choice." But this flipping back and forth, I do not appreciate.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about watching Spaceman, I cannot stress enough. No ha-has. There are no ha-has in this movie at
Well,
all. Not one. Not one
I
ha-ha.
don't know. When the alien spider or hallucination spider, when the giant spider tries to follow him into a bathroom and he's like, "This room's off limits," and shuts the door, I kind of giggled a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not a ha-ha.
This
It's
is
more
off.
like a
It's not a
eh.
haha. It's yeah. Well, to be perfectly honest, when Adam Sandler makes haha movies, I hardly ever haha.
Oh, see,
So
I love the ha-ha Adam Sandler movies.
yeah, no, I like him better in his serious roles, and I really liked him in this.
Yeah, he did do it. Like I said, the acting was great.
Yeah,
It is a niche movie. I'm
it
glad they're
is.
doing it. We need to get away from all these fucking and I love comic book movies and Star Wars and
Yeah,
but we need to get back to trying new things.
interesting
Sometimes they'll
stories.
work. Yeah. Sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't, but
Yeah,
try. Yeah.
I
I
want.
Netflix has become really good for giving it a go.
Yeah,
Throwing it against the wall and see what sticks.
they're like, maybe this will work.
Yeah. All right. So Spaceman is on Netflix. Like I said, no ha-has in the Adam
No
Sandler
haha.
movie. It's not funny at all, but it is different.
Yes, it is very different, very interesting, and it's a thinker.
Yes.
It's a thinker movie. So if
I'm
you're not
telling
looking
you,
for a thinker movie, don't watch this.
I am never going to watch this fucking movie again. I will never, ever, ever watch this movie. Just so you know, I ain't watching it again.
Are
But
you
I'm
not
glad.
watching this again?
I don't think so. But I'm glad I did see it. I
Yeah,
was not horrified at like what am I watching.
yeah,
It is very different. It's very nichey.
yeah.
I'm glad I watched it this one time
And only this one time.
and only this one time. All right. So that's it for Spaceman.